After cruising from Athens through the Greek islands and into Türkiye aboard Emerald Kaia, our journey has delivered us to the great city of Istanbul before the yacht makes its way back to Athens. In a city filled with historic buildings, there's one that still manages to stand out. Oh, you don't have to be religious to feel the significance of Sultan Ahmed Mosque, better known as the Blue Mosque. It was built and designed to rival the great landmarks of its time, and it's now stood at the heart of Istanbul's skyline and its story for centuries. I mean, I don't think I've ever actually seen something like this. I've seen cathedrals around the world in sort of Northern Europe and Italy, but this is just absolutely magical.
It is. It took 7 years and thousands of people worked for the construction. And for the royals, it was not that difficult after having that many people.
Yeah. It may be one of the most photographed buildings in Istanbul, but it still serves the purpose it was built for more than 400 years ago. Was Sultan Ahmed a person?
He was. He was the ruler. He was the one who commissioned the mosque. He named the mosque after him.
Yeah, of course, after himself. I like his style. But the city is just as much about its atmosphere as its landmarks. Someone tells me I have to try Turkish ice cream. Hello, my friend.
Hello, Blondar.
Can I? Yep.
Vanilla, pistachio, chocolate, lemon.
Can I get some chocolate?
Chocolate? Okay.
Nothing.
Madrid.
Oh my God. Now I'm just really hungry.
Merhaba.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's provar.
I just want to eat it.
Okay.
Promise?
Okay.
Don't.
Hocam bilsem fazla şov yapardım.
Sooner or later, most tourists to Istanbul will find their way to a Turkish hammam. First and last time I was in a hammam, I was in my early 20s in Morocco, and this big Algerian bloke twisted me into a pretzel and pummeled me into the marble, and my mates couldn't stop laughing. I was almost crying. So forgive me if I'm looking a little apprehensive. I think I only just recovered. The full hammam experience involves lots of splashing water, foam washes, scrubs, a clay mask, and a not-so-gentle massage. It's a ritual that's remained pretty well unchanged for centuries.
If my mates could see me now, they'd be laughing again.
They sure take their traditions seriously, from Turkish hammams to Turkish cuisine.
First, welcome.
Thank you.
We are going to cook traditional Ottoman and Turkish cuisine with you together today. And the first one is the wine lips.
Deraliye restaurant is one of the city's finest, inspired by the rich culinary heritage of the Ottoman Empire. Getaway. A bit similar. Oh.
I think we need some more practice.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I guess we can handle. Let's try one more time together.
Don't look at it.
Come, we will make it. There, look. Yes. You see?
Yep.
You see? Great. It's looking as mine. You see?
Yeah. From the classic dishes to combinations that are completely unexpected. Does that go together? Meat and melon?
Yes. I find this recipe from the archives from 15th century.
Wow. These cooking classes have become as popular as the restaurant itself. So a bit of melon and a bit of the lamb. That's very good.
You like?
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you
I
very
didn't
much.
cook well, but I certainly eat well.
Yeah, I say thank you very much.
There are very few decisions to be made on board. Every detail's handled before you've even thought of it. But there is one nagging question. Do I chase every moment on land or stay and soak up every experience this super yacht has to offer? Because either way, you are missing out on something extraordinary. Exactly why one trip's probably not enough.